I grew up as a really troubled teenager. I was super lost, and I was looking to feel heard, seen, beautiful, loved, right? All the things we want to feel in life, to belong to something. And I ended up, in my attempt to do that, cutting and dyeing my own hair.
First time I knew I was in trouble, she was like 2.5 years old. She was up on the kitchen counter going through the cupboards, and I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "That's not what I'm up here to talk about."
I knew I'd get kicked out of school if I had not natural colored hair, so I knew what to do. I made sure I cut my hair, dyed my hair with stolen box color, and I was kicked out of school. And I was referred to a hairstylist by the name of Brandon Holt at the Robert Cromine Salon in Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. I grew up in Vegas, and I walked in to that salon, and I did what all of our clients do. I sat in the chair and I told him everything. I told him my life, my woes, all of the things that were going on, and within a short amount of time he really realized I was a very troubled teenager. I was dealing with a lot of self-hatred, self-harm, drugs, lots of heavy things, and he did my hair. I got a color correction, and I left the salon beaming. And my dad was so mad at how much it cost to get my hair done.
Growing up, she always had a mind of her own. She challenged everything. Like, why do we go to school? Or why do we have a test? Or why? There's a lot of whys.
He's like, "You're never, ever getting your hair done there again." And I was just really, really committed. I had to go back. I had to go back. And when I think back to why I had to go back, it had nothing to do with my hair. It had everything to do with how I felt in a hairstylist chair. I felt listened to, I felt heard, I felt seen, I felt loved, I felt beautiful from the inside out. And so I had to go back. I had to feel that again. And that really was a very pivotal moment for me. And so I did whatever 12-year-olds do to save money. And I, saved up my money, did the chores. My cute dad, he had me like chopping wood and stuff. And I came back to the salon 6 months later, and I put the money on the table. And I said, "Hey, what can I get for this much?" And he said, "Put your money away." And he struck a deal with my dad. And the deal was, if I would bring back a report card with better grades on it, he would do my hair complimentary. And that changed my life. I would come back to the salon with my report card, and I would get my hair done. And this went on for years, until I was 16 years old. And sitting in a hairstylist chair was something that, it was huge for me as a young girl, huge. To feel those things, and that moment of someone taking an opportunity to do so much more than hair, it just absolutely changed everything for me. And I've been in the hair industry ever since. My dad has been a big part of my life. He's always my biggest cheerleader through troubled teen, high school dropout, single mom, all the things. He's been my biggest cheerleader. But growing up, I was brought to yoga. He teaches yoga, still does, at the YMCA at night. I was brought there as a young child. I was brought on hikes. I was brought to rendezvous. He did a lot of stuff with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, so I was brought to these community gatherings where people came together and they learned and they, changed their life through different activities. And that was just a part of my childhood growing up. So Hair Love was truly a combination of the two things that had changed my life the most, which was the professional beauty industry and these experiences that my dad introduced me to, and the way he would facilitate these experiences and getting out into nature, different parts of the world. And we call our learning concept Escape to Learn.
You have to escape to learn. You have to remove yourself from where you were to get someplace you've never been. Your mind opens up, it takes the lid off of it.
We help you escape your element, your life, your crap you're in, all your things, and we help you see your business differently. We help you, whether it's systems or your limiting beliefs or actually the actual craft of hair, whatever it is we're helping you with, we take you somewhere different and you have a complete immersive experience. And it could be Morocco, it could be Bali, it could be LA, it could be, we've done greenhouses, we've done just the coolest places. And we're gonna take you out of your element and you're gonna learn differently. And you come out of that experience a completely different person. And so the Hair Love was a passion project. This was by no means like this big master business plan. That would have been really cool if it was. Probably would have been a little bit easier for me if it was. But it was a passion project, and I wanted to combine these two loves. My love for this escape to learn kind of experience and for hair. And I said, what if we could create a retreat experience for my current community I had and give them something they've never had before.
Elizabeth is just like magical. Like that's the word I would think of. Like she does not see boundaries. Like she is like, okay, like I said I'm doing this, so like it's gonna happen.
It's crazy. They come to this retreat and they learn like the best education. They get like the coolest experience, but then they all get to go home with like 100 new best friends. She cares for every single individual human, and I admire that so much because sometimes I'm just like, oh, come on, like, you know. But she just like, every single person that messages her, she wants to help them because she genuinely cares for everyone and like their success and is willing to do whatever to make sure she can like give to them whatever she has to offer.
She never stops until she gets them done, and then I like to knock on the door and say, Mom, play with me.
I remember her first coming to me with the idea. She said, I want to do an event, do you think I should? And I ran events, and I told her it's going to cost you a lot of money, you probably won't make anything, but you absolutely should. Elizabeth does things really big, so I had no way, like my idea of her event was a lot different than the event she actually had. And she goes all out. If you've ever been to a Hair Love or seen any event, it's done up. I had no idea. This like Coachella, the teepees, the tent, it's just outrageous. Amazing, but outrageous. I don't even know how she came up with it in her brain.
By the end of it, we had, I think it was a 74% return rate of people buying their tickets for next year that day. And when that happened, I literally like dropped to the floor. I was like, we did something.
I think like this company is insane, and I think it's really comforting to know that I work for someone who's like not gonna give up.
There's a need, I think, in any industry for community, and there is a need for collaboration and sharing. And we don't grow on an island, right? We can't learn by ourselves. We have to learn from each other. And when we're able to share ideas, to share just common struggles, we come back better ourselves. And sometimes we go as the teacher, sometimes we go as the student. And for me, what I see Hair Love is just creating that sense of community, sense of belonging, and just sense of not being alone and being able to learn and like grow up together. They say like a rising tide lifts all boats, and that's how I really see Hair Love and how it affects the community. Leaders create leaders, and I see so many leaders here and the ripple effect that starts here, right? So there are women who are really leaders in their community, and they come together with other leaders, and then they take that home. And so it's not just about taking home hair. It's not just about going back and just going, that was a fun little experience, I went camping with my girlfriends. It's they're changing from the inside out, and they're going home and taking it to their salon staff. And then their salon staff has their clients in their chairs, and their clients have a better experience, and it just goes. And it's so amazing to see that and to know that if you come to this, you're part of that huge ripple.
They're gonna teach you how to make money faster, how to not make the same mistakes that they made.
This is so transformative because you really can't be successful in business until you're right with yourself.
I've worked a lot with limiting beliefs in the past, but never to this depth. And it changed, I feel it. It's changed me, it will change me forever moving forward.
You can't do it alone, and we're not meant to, you know? Like, we're meant to be a tribe. We're meant to run in a pack.
The person I am today is a much different person than I was a few years ago. And a lot of that, business and personal, has to do with Hair Love.
We were founded in 2017, and now we are just continuing to carry out our mission, and we do it in so many different ways now. We have our big Hair Love retreat, we have masterminds, we have coaching programs, So much free stuff, from digital events to podcasts, the blog, our scholarship program, so products. I mean, it's just so cool to see how it's grown. But we have now helped thousands of hairstylists like become six-figure earners and like have freedom and be healthy from the inside out, do their inner work, learn how to run their business like a business, and of course be good at hair. But we all know it's so much more than that.